Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, Florida Highway Patrol making an arrest today from a deadly crash we told you about Monday on I-295 and I-10. We had sent Sky 4 over the scene of the tragedy, and tonight, questions about why the driver was arrested and charged in the deadly hit and run was behind the wheel in the first place. So this is some DOT video we rolled on Monday. The woman arrested had lost control of her car, causing her to strike the rear of a road service vehicle there.
A 42-year-old man was killed while he was changing a tire. News4Jax reporter Eric Avigné explains how troopers tracked down the driver.
Florida Highway Patrol released these photos of 24-year-old Kaylin Lautenschlager being arrested after they say she caused this Monday morning wreck on the northbound I-295 exit ramp to I-10. A 42-year-old man who was changing a tire on his truck off the roadway was killed when state troopers say Lautenschlager's car ran into him. Troopers say after the deadly collision, Lautenschlager got out of the car and took off running as witnesses attempted to help the crash victim. Troopers learned of her identity after the owner of the car called and said he received a Facebook message from Lautenschlager stating that his car was, quote, messed up. The owner then gave troopers an address to where they could find her. When troopers arrested Lautenschlager, they said she had visible signs of impairment, so a blood sample was drawn, and now troopers are awaiting the results of the blood test.
Court records show this is not the first time Lautenschlager has been accused of hit and run. It's not the first time she's been accused of driving on a suspended license, and it's not the first time she has been arrested on drug charges related to a traffic violation.
I spoke with retired JSO Director of Investigations turned News4Jax crime and safety analyst Tom Hackney about this pattern of behavior.
Is it fair to say that she could potentially be a dangerous person behind the wheel?
Oh yeah, I mean she's completely shown that ability to be a danger to others behind the wheel. And again, if her driving privilege has been revoked from these previous charges, she's got no business behind the wheel the day this crash occurred.
Hackney says blood test results will eventually determine if Lautenschlager will face a more serious charge of DUI manslaughter.
When those test results come back, if there is things in her system like she had in her possession, it just highlights again the necessity for people that are under the influence to stay from behind the wheel.
Now, Hackney says what happened to the victim in this case hits very close to home for a lot of traffic cops who pull people over on busy highways. He says every one of those cops is at risk of being hit by oncoming traffic.
And Eric, you know, what comes to mind here is the new Florida move over law. Does this come into play in any way?
So that law took effect back in January, the 1st of January. And the answer to that question is maybe. It would depend on whether or not if the victim in this case had his emergency lights on, or if he had road flares or anything like that, because how the law is written that, yeah, you have to move over for them or slow down as long as there is something warning oncoming traffic. And in this case, we don't know if there was anything warning oncoming traffic.
That new law certainly has gotten my attention when I see somebody pulled over, whether they've got the lights on or emergency vehicles or not. The tragedy here is that this law didn't prevent somebody from getting.
And you know, when I spoke with Hackney, he says, you know, common sense would tell you if you see someone who is repairing a vehicle or doing something to their vehicle on the side of the road, common sense just tells you to slow down, or if you can, move over into the next lane.
Because they are at risk. Eric Avigné, thank you for your report.